Hello and welcome to the Voice of Todd. I'm Tom, and today we're going to look at something that has made my week. And it's been a very good week this week, let's not get that wrong. With Cyberpunk releasing, all of the new Disney Plus stuff that I'm still trying to catch up on, and the Game Awards last night. Again, I've hardly touched anything that came out of there. But this one stood out to me because of my love of Mass Effect, which I think is pretty obvious right now, and has probably been apparent throughout the channel as I've talked about certain things and touched on the Legendary Edition that's coming out next year. This will be the fourth or fifth time watching this trailer, and it still gets me. I do have some things I want to say about it afterwards, but let's just watch it together again, just for well, just because it's a really cool trailer and I think I love it. Jump in.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched.
Roger, copy. Eagle Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Lectura station. Unknown vessel approaching. We need first contact protocol.
Humanity now stands as partners of the galaxy.
Hawk 6 is away. Godspeed.
Engines are going abandoned!
Is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact.
Do not refuse all contact with space.
That music. I'm gonna stop it there. All we get is a blank screen next anyway. Pretty obvious that this is a continuation of the entire Mass Effect saga. Talking Mass Effect 1, 2 and 3, which as we know is coming out in a Legendary Edition next year. But also Andromeda. This image here. It looks like we've got a Solarian, human or Turian. That looks very much like a Krogan. Now, the Solarian I don't know. I would like to think, actually judging by the size, I'd say that's human. I mean that there's nothing else, that can only be a Krogan. I was really hoping Garrus would be in there. But as the hood blows back, that's Liara in the foreground. So I would be very surprised if this little set of broken armor, and we don't know what world we're on, it's obviously a bit of a mess, or it's an Arctic world. I don't think this is Shepard. I think that this could be Legion, but this is leading to the original cast coming back with the original characters for what is probably going to be Mass Effect 4. That's my theory. It's a little bit wild, I know. But the reason that I think this is going to be encompassing the entire series, including Andromeda, I will just go to Big Me. for this one because I want to bring up a Word document that I've scribbled away on. So the dialogue that we hear is human history in the galaxy, spanning from present day to where we were when the Reaper invasion happened in Mass Effect 3. These are done by ear. They might not be 100% right. There's bits that I've missed, I know this. There's bits that I've missed. I know there's words I've missed, names and things maybe. But just as a quick recap, first line of dialogue, we now know in the early years of the 20th century that this world was being watched. That hints to the council and the galactic races of the Galactic Alliance, watching Earth and humanity and seeing if it's going to be worthy when we finally make it to the stars. It's not really mentioned in the Mass Effect series itself, but it's quite a cool little inclusion. The second line is Roger, copy, and I've missed this word, but Houston, you are go for landing, over. I think that's finding the Prothean cache on Mars, which spurred humanity's technology and interstellar travel to the point where the next dialogue, Octurus Station, unknown vessel approaching, initiate first contact protocols. That's clearly the first contact war with the Turians. Octurus Station is a location I think you can go to in Mass Effect 3. It's a destroyed station, and it's just a nice little nod to the history of the galaxy. But that's a big part of Mass Effect, the human-Turian war. It's not something that we've ever explored. When I first heard that, I thought, are we getting a prequel game? But that's a cool little nod. Next line, humanity now stands as partners in the galaxy. Obviously humanity joining the Citadel, the other alien races. Then we have Arc 6 is away, Godspeed. Well, the Arcs were part of the Andromeda initiative. There were 5 arcs and then the Nexus, which was the hub. I'm guessing it's referring to the Nexus as Arc 6. But that's a clear hint to Andromeda. And I have no idea how that can have any influence on the game with the time that would be set in. But it'd be really interesting if they can pull something from it and connect to that as well. That would be huge. Next line, take down the Dreadnought, abandoned ship. That's Sovereign attacking the Citadel at the end of Mass Effect 1. Next line, is anyone receiving this? We've lost contact. That's the Collector abductions at the start of Mass Effect 2. Anomaly readings all across known space. That's the start of Mass Effect 3 with the Reaper invasion, which is fairly recent history going from this trailer if we're finding parts of N7 armor like that. There was something else just after that line, the anomaly line, that sounded like it does not yet know the reason, in a Hana type voice. I have no idea what that could mean. I do know Thane was raised by the Hana, the Drell, the Hana, sort of they coexist on the same planet. So maybe that's a little nod to Thane. But that image of, well, first the N7 armor, the piece of N7. I don't know where the circle. I'm going to go back to the vid screen. I would guess that this is from a chest plate, some sort of chest armor. I'm pretty sure there was one with a circular design on the breastplate. Can't remember which. Might be wrong, I might just be thinking of something else. but that's clearly N7 armour. There's 2 N7s that we have encountered in the Mass Effect universe, true N7s, that I can remember. The first one is obviously Commander Shepard, who is the hero in the first 3 games and the player character. The second one is, I want to say, Alex Ryder, who is the father of your character in Mass Effect Andromeda. With this being an Asari and looking so much like Liara to me, and again, I might be wrong. There are other Asari out there that we've met. I think that's Liara. I would put any money on this being Liara. I would guess that the Krogan is probably going to be Grunt. And this is all theoretical because of how the third game ended. The human, I mean, it could be anybody. If they are human. I'm saying that because they're shorter, but they're bulkier than what a Quarian would look like. And then this one on the left, I can only see it as a Solarian. As to which Solarian, that's a big question. But this ship itself here looks very reminiscent to something of the Andromeda design. Basically, I'm spitballing because we know nothing. The interesting thing with this, and I didn't think we'd be getting a trailer so soon after the announcement that they were working on something in the Mass Effect universe, with Casey Hudson having left BioWare recently, I was sure we wouldn't be seeing anything anytime soon. But it did sound like they had brought a lot of Mass Effect vets into this to work on this, to give us a real Mass Effect sequel. This is now my most anticipated game. We know nothing. BioWare have a bit of a rocky track record at the minute. They haven't done anything good for a few years. Anthem really struggled, to put it politely. Mass Effect Andromeda had a very bad launch, and all the DLC support and content that they were going to make was cut because it performed so badly. But I get that BioWare magic feel again from this, and how they're using elements of the lore, and there's little things in there. What I haven't yet done is look at the images as the dialogue's coming in. I would guess maybe this is the Milky Way. I have no idea. I don't know the galaxies well enough. That's obviously something. I mean, that's a stupid statement, but as we're jumping through here, it's this bit when I think they're talking about the attack on the Citadel. We're going through the debris field into a shattered Mass Effect relay. Now this could be any system, but we could be looking at... Andromeda was set around 600 years in the future. We could be looking at a galaxy that is not connected by relays because of the Reaper invasion. We could easily be 400 or 500 years in the future, going by how Asari's age. It can live for centuries. And in Mass Effect 1, Liara's only 106 or something. So she's a very young Asari. I don't know how long Turians last. They certainly don't live that long. Grunt was tank bred, so who knows how long he would age. But there is probably so much in this that I'm missing. But the idea of a Mass Effect sequel on the Series X, the PS5, harnessing all that power. The size of the galaxy, the exploration, how it's going to look, how it's going to feel. I mean, the music in this trailer alone is so reminiscent of the first Mass Effect game. I can't wait. This is going to be huge, and I want to know everything, and I want to know nothing. I would guess we're still a few years out. We're looking at Dragon Age 4 is the next BioWare game that's due to ship. I think that's next year. New game that's due to ship. I do think that's next year. We could be looking at 2023 for this, for Mass Effect. It's going to feel like a long wait. But just to know that they're working on something this is no indication of what it's going to look like, what it's going to be. I know, I'm just getting wrapped up in the hype already. And I can't wait to see more. And thank you very much for joining and letting me ramble on about the new Mass Effect trailer, which is 1 minute 43 of very little information. But thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.